Well, keeping morale high, um, with my last video about women or sheep in the SAS, I've upset a few sheep shaggers. Do I give a fuck? No. Three names were presented to me, calling me fake. One, Rusty Firmin, Billy Billingham, and Fat Phil Campion. They don't know me. Why? Because I was in the fucking SAS before them and left before they joined. As simple as that. Never mind. I've got nothing against them, right? They're fellow SAS, and I know what they went through. But Fat Phil, he's joined mainstream media now. So you take everything with a pinch of salt now. He works for the system. I'm out of lockdown now, and as America's having a riot, I think it might be a symptom of the virus. But they're all going crazy over in America. So I'm taking this opportunity to take my wife and children on holiday, especially as one of my daughters has just finished university. So I'm really celebrating that. Don't join the army, go to university, and like my daughter, finish with a degree in engineering. Okay? So, one last story. Many officers will want to be Lawrence of Arabia's, especially in the SAS. To get a military medal and to get quick promotion was their aim. And sacrificing SAS soldiers was no problem for them. In one case, this was Major Ling, the squadron commander, B Squadron 22 SAS. He took the risk of losing men in an attempt to get a military medal. In the location I was in, not a mile away, in a wadi, Russian special forces were trying to do hearts and minds with the same tribe we were trying to win over. We didn't realize how close the enemy were. So Major Ling got the information through one of the tribes somehow, I don't know, that they were active near my location. We had at least 3 battalions of local regiment that were trained by British officers. We had all the tribes that were now trained by SAS, with a few odd guys you couldn't trust. But instead of using them, he pulled every SAS group out of the Jebel, the mountains in the Oman, sent helicopters up to collect everybody, and he brought them into my location. So this was his chance of a lifetime to get an MM. So we marched from my location into a wadi, which is like a dried up riverbed, like valley. And in these valleys and dried up riverbeds, you came across natural water holes and caves. And the Arabs lived in caves. They were so far backward in the Oman that they were cave dwellers, as simple as that. They didn't have houses, they had caves. Down in Salalah, okay, they started to build a city and it developed from there. But the tribes were all cavemen as far as I could see. Everybody lived in caves in these dried up wadis. So, with Major Ling in command, he took the squadron to fight the enemy, the Adu. We marched into this wadi, prepared for combat. Totally out of the role of the SAS to do an attack like this. There was no need to waste SAS soldiers. There was only 200 of us. Did we need to waste any more? No. But Lawrence of Arabia, here we come. So we marched in, we found the cave that they were living in, real big thing. We found the water hole, which the Arabs could get the water supply, and we're searching through very slowly in case we came across the enemy. Crack under my foot. Uh-oh. How would you feel if you thought you just stood on a mine? I tell you what, I can't describe what I felt. My heart just sank. And I looked down, the ground around me was clear, too clean. It had been tampered with. Oh, for fuck's sake. So I got my bayonet out, I knelt down and put the bayonet under my shoe, under my boot. And yes, there was something there. My heart sank lower. These mines weren't designed to kill you. They were designed to blow your foot off, your leg off, or your bollocks off. And I was more worried about the bollocks than the foot. So I'm probing around with a bayonet, and I'm opening up the area to see what I'm stood on. And to my relief, I found a plastic box where I'd cracked when I stood on it. Underneath my foot, the enemy Adu and Russian special forces had buried their medical supplies and used equipment. So there were syringes, needles, medicine of all descriptions, boxes, what I'd stood on. But they perfectly concealed it. And my God, my relief of not standing on a mile. Another reason why I left the SAS and the British Army. £73 a week, was it worth it? No, it fucking wasn't, right? So this fucking officer can get an MM. And I mean, say, I had the mentality to see I was being used and abused. A secret war. Why secret? So you don't know nothing about it. What we're promoting? Okay, we're selling weapons to Sultan Qaboos. Taylor Woodrow's were getting contracts to make roads and port installations. A firm called Airworks were getting military contracts. But SAS soldiers, 10%, were getting killed and wounded in the Oman. What did we get? Zero. Our widows got an army pension. Oh, rich for the rest of their life. I think not. Men getting injured and discharged from the army on a little pension. Wasn't worth it. So I don't promote, like other SAS, the glorify war. I don't want young people to join the army. I don't want it, especially in the present way it's managed and run. All you are is manipulated by politicians. I was hoping in the last election that the Brexit Party, who I watched, many of them potential MPs, were the middle class, working class guys, and not going solely into politics. The Labour got we're into all these wars. They put we're into Northern Ireland, couldn't get we're out. They put us into Iraq. Every war, who put we in? The Labour Party. Good communists and far left. The right wing, you can't trust them either. Look what they've done with the virus. They could have pulled up the drawbridge and saved thousands of lives in in England, but nobody's got the balls to do anything. At least Trump stopped the Chinese coming in as quickly as he could, but he was getting bad advice from everybody, so I don't blame Trump for anything. In fact, I congratulate him. What's happening in America at the moment, they can't get Trump out by a Democratic vote. So what are the left trying to do now? Anarchy. That's the only way they can get Trump out of power, because anybody with a brain sees he's a good man and he was doing great things for America and will do if given the opportunity again. But at the moment, anarchy. So I'm taking my family on holiday and forgetting it all. So enjoy, and I hope the anarchy doesn't spread to the UK. Bye for now.